Right then, as is the thing. Shall we podcast?
Yeah,
Correct. It's going to be high. It's going to be high energy this tonight. I can tell you.
Well, I don't have I normally have a script, as you probably can tell from the way I present things. I normally have something well prepared. I have nothing. Other than my notes on what we're going to do tonight, I have no intro or anything. So I'm just going to bareback this. I don't know.
I don't even want to ask how that's going to work over the radio waves.
Radio waves.
Good evening and welcome to FRUK Unwrapped Appetisers, episode number
6.
Now, I'm going to break a little bit of kayfabe here. This is actually being recorded on the, what are we today? The 28th of December, I believe.
28th?
Correct.
Yeah.
28th of December. This will not, however, you'll be listening to this some point in January, about the 24th of January or something or other. So by now you will have heard the beautiful tones of Mr. Chode on our last Unwrapped episode.
Correct.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chode, for joining us. It's nice that we can actually formally acknowledge the fact that he was on a podcast now rather than pretending to skirt around it. But
we weren't pretending to skirt around it.
Today's been a lot of skirting around. But what was I going to say? Oh, I've lost it already. Thanks for throwing Chode. But yeah.
Chode was on the last episode. It was great. We loved having him on. There you go. That's giving you a lead in.
Yeah, thanks, mate. I wasn't actually going to talk about Chode. But what I was going to say is we're all very, very busy individuals in January. So that's why we're recording this and that show well in advance to ensure that you, good listeners, get plenty of content. Bearing in mind we're also busy over the Christmas period as well, we thought we'd just do a very quick little appetizers for you rather than a full show and give you all of our foodie thoughts. We thought what we'd do is something that's similar to what Stuart and I have done before, which is review a few videos. I just realised I've just waffled on for 5 minutes. I've not even introduced my two fellow guests. Stuart and Michael, hello.
Hello, Nathan.
Right, mate.
Yeah, how you doing? Either of you? I mean,
I'll let Stuart go so I can eat my profiterole.
I usually go first, but I thought because as things are different, and I wonder whether Michael might want to. He was leaning in like a suggestive way. What was the question?
It was a very tough one. I threw your way, which was, how are you?
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, yeah, this won't work on January the 24th, but I'm currently right in the middle of Christmas overindulgence. Woke up this morning with an awful hangover, eating my way through it. Currently drinking water.
Oh,
so
wow.
that's where I am on the 28th of December 2018. But on the 24th of January 2019, I'll be an entirely different man. So,
what, an entirely different man? I mean, are we surgery or
possibly? No, I've got some intentions. I'm not talking about New Year's resolutions, but I have intentions, which I hope that by the 24th of January will be well underway.
the hangover will be gone at least?
Yeah, definitely.
Fair play. Obviously, as we've said, it's 28th of December. How was your Christmas?
It was really good. It was really nice. Everything went pretty much to plan. Everything was standard as you would hope it to be. Some lovely gifts were given. Some lovely gifts were received. I got an axe.
That is still. Did you ask for an axe, or have you just been? Is it one of those things you've been hinting at for months?
I mean, I kind of hinted at it. I didn't explicitly ask for an axe. My wife was looking at gifts for brothers-in-law, and one of the things she came across was axes. And she asked if she thought my brother-in-law would like an axe. I replied no, but she saw a small glint in my eye at the thought of a Christmas axe. and then took that and went with it and bought me a Christmas axe, which is nice.
Cool. Mm-hmm. This is what I would have said if I'd thought of it a few minutes ago, which was, what was your plan and how did you hatch it? But
yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't really work in the past tense, so if we could just edit that in, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Well,
and Michael, how are you? How was your Christmas?
yeah, I'm good, thank you. It was really nice. As Stuart said, as expected. It was to the letter. Very, spot on, really. I've had a good few days, actually, and I'm glad that you acknowledged that we're all very busy. This week I've been to Avengers Station in London. It was very good. It was good. It's a little bit overpriced, but you sort of know as long as you know what you're going in for.
How much is it, if you don't mind me asking?
£25, and then there's a booking charge, which is about £1 to £2 per ticket.
And what is it? Is it essentially like a museum? You just walk around and look at a load of shit?
Yeah, precisely. There's not much interactive stuff. It's about 20 to 30 minutes long, probably 30 minutes long. And I filmed a video. I was going to do that thing I do in videos where I assign value to things, but I forgot to do it, so I might do it retroactively and just put on screen how much money I'm assigning to each thing. But Claire did not like it. I think maybe I liked it more because I knew a bit more of what was involved going into it. The thing that annoyed me the most was the ending was garbage. You played some shit game, and it was just sort of ended on a bit of a whimper. They should have just taken that out, or would have been better. But I still enjoyed it. Went to Winter Wonderland, and then today saw Mary Poppins. Also, since brilliant.
Why did you watch Mary Poppins?
The wife wanted to see it, didn't she?
Oh,
Emily Blunt was captivating. So, but as the listeners are listening to this in 24th January, I went vegetarian for a week. 7th to the 13th of January, I'm going vegetarian.
Oh yeah.
Why that week?
Just because I want to do it, or really can only feasibly do it on a week when I'm not going out, and I'm not going out at all that week.
Interesting. Would have liked for you to have saved that for a week prior to a podcast that we could have talked about that in a bit more detail rather than like a good month before.
Mate, had to fit it. I'm a busy man. Had to fit it in. I'm literally booked up every other week this year.
This year.
Yeah, next year. 2019.
Next three days. Fair play. Cool.
Glass has come out as well, hasn't it?
Sorry?
Glass has come out.
What?
Not right now, but when they listen to this, yes, it would have. So this is mind bending. We don't really need to be playing the game of where we'll be in 24th of January and what the world events. World could have ended. Solskjaer could have got sacked from Man United. All these things could have happened, but I don't know why we're playing that game. Anyway, let's move on. So yes, tonight, for people that have listened to at least 2 of the previous Appetizer episodes that have been released, what Stu and I like to normally do is pick 5 to 10 of the Food Review UK videos and then spend the next hour to 90 minutes basically destroying Michael Jameson on a personal and emotional level. But it's going to be a little bit more difficult tonight because obviously the man himself is with us. But we'll see. We'll work our way around it. I'm sure that we can still throw some shit his way. Now, the last one we did, I think, was the first 5 ever videos of Food Review UK. The one before that was the 5 most popular. Tonight's 5 videos are the 5 most popular of 2018. When I say most popular, I should say most viewed of 2018.
Correct.
Now, how do you want to do these? 5 to 1?
Well, that's the generally accepted way of doing things, isn't it, when you're doing a video rundown?
It is.
Unless we want people to turn off in 10 minutes instead of an hour.
I mean, do you think that's what's going to stop
Nate, they're waiting for the number 1 spot. When you were younger, listening to the top 40 on Radio 1, did you listen to the whole bloody thing, or did you skip forward to the last 10 minutes, Nate?
Did you skip,
what you're saying?
Skip forward?
Yes, on the radio. I know it's a stupid comment.
But also, you're suggesting that they could just do that on this as well, so they're not going to listen to the other waffle. So should I just randomise it? Just pick random numbers between 1 and 5?
Sort of.
Okay, randomly number 1. Doesn't really work. Let's do the standard, because we are nothing if not standard. Okay, the 5th most popular video of 2018 was, let's get the list up, was McDonald's cheesy bacon flatbread. This came in as a staggering 8,769 views currently as of today, or at least last night, I think. Number 126 overall. I assume that means literally every single video. Is that right, MJ?
Every single FRUK video, yeah. Not every single video.
Yeah,
on
sorry.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fucking amazing. Yeah, that's right. Every FRUK video.
And this was released on the 13th of January. I think you got this up quite sharpish, didn't you? You sort of reviewed and smashed it straight up, didn't you? Or...
Yeah, I think, judging from what I can see, yeah, I did. It was at the very latest. It was the same week, like 3 days after.
Check. I'll let you guys talk, but I thought my first impressions was it was nice to see that it was sponsored by the Blair Witch project, because it was so fucking dark. Anyway.
Yeah, well, I feel like as the person who filmed it, I should give a sneak behind the curtain. Not really, nothing really interesting to say, but I will say, I remember the day very vividly. It was it's very rare that I get up early enough for work to go anywhere, to do anything. I get up and I go into work. So I had to get up extra early because obviously I had to not only drive to McDonald's, I had to get it at the drive-through and then park up at the Tesco nearby. Obviously set up the camera, set up the lighting, review it, and then go into work. So I left a good hour early for work that day, I think. And yeah, just enjoyed it. It's weird being up that early and being in Tesco car park eating fast food with a really bright light on, but it being like pitch black outside. Like there was no signs of light. And it was just kind of fun. Also, of particular interest to me is that this was the week before I got quite an unexpected job offer at work. For anyone who doesn't know or hasn't heard, basically last year I applied for a job. I used to work in the customer services team, and I applied for a job in marketing, as I had done a few times before. As you can imagine, for anyone who knows me, they would know I'd probably be eager to break into that sort of role, marketing style role, or just, that kind of thing. And yeah, I didn't get the job that I applied for about 2 months before, but then out of the blue, the week after this video was filmed, I was offered a job in the team, just like outright, and it changed my life, made me a much happier person, and now I'm very content. So it marks the end of a frustrating period in my life, so it's kind of a nice video from that perspective for me to watch back.
This is already a worse Appetizer episode than we've ever done.
Yeah,
it's already more positive and showing him in a good light. It's fucking awful. Yeah. Hate it. Stuart, destroy him. Right,
I'll just go through my notes. 127 likes, 22 dislikes. It's not a bad ratio for a Michael Jamieson video. First note, in the car. I mean, he's already explained why he was in the car at that time. I wondered whether this was his culinary reward after a hard night's dogging. What I've chosen to do is to... I must say that all of these 5 videos are what I would consider to be fairly run-of-the-mill in terms of it's not like when we go through the earliest ones and they're so odd. This is all like kind of this is the meat and potatoes of Food Review UK. It's your top level fast food products, usually new reviews, and as such, he knows he doesn't need to go to too much effort. So there's no. No. What I mean is, like, you're not going high concepts. You're not doing There Will Be Blood Oranges.
Stuart, you said it right first time.
Right.
Don't let him fight you down.
So what?
Can I just say, if anyone's not seen There Will Be Blood Oranges, fucking stick it on, boy.
Right. So these are my appraisals of this McDonald's cheesy bacon flatbread. His beard is short, but it lacks definition. It needs lining up top and bottom. He's obviously had it done when he's gone to the barbers, but he's not doing it himself. He's not doing any kind of interim beard maintenance, and I think that's something he needs to look at. I do like the fact that he's shouldn't be surprised at the colour coordination, but there is colour coordination between lanyard, shirts and tie. All blue. 3 very different shades of blue, but, well done. He tells us what I've written down here is an amazing ordering anecdote. I can only imagine that I mean that sarcastically. It looks, the McDonald's cheesy bacon flatbread looks like absolute dog dirt. It's a piece of folded over flatbread full of plastic looking cheese with nowhere near enough bacon on it. It's cheesy. And he gives it 4 stars. Like, at this point, it seems like 4 stars is his just go-to average. How is 4 stars go-to average? Like, 4 stars should not be given to things that are that poor. However, I did like the Spoderman video end with the little drawing that someone did of him. That was nice. Other than that, it's just it's not a product that I would ever be interested in anyway. But I understand and appreciate that something like this, a new McDonald's product, is always going to be a big draw on FRUK. I did have a question. When you do one like this, Michael, a new McDonald's product, are you foreseeing that it's going to be top 5, top 10 of the year? Do you know when a product comes out? Do you know that it's going to be a hit?
Usually, this one, yes, because it was trialing in so many locations for such a long time. It meant that, first of all, a lot of people had already heard about it, and also I think there was a little bit of a marketing push behind it anyway, sort of posters and advertisement. A lot of people were asking for it, and it's also not common for McDonald's to release new breakfast products. Like a proper breakfast product. So yeah, I knew this one was going to be big. I wouldn't have said that I knew it was going to be 5th biggest of the year, but yeah, definitely knew with this one, which isn't the case for all of the ones on the list.
Do you still stand by your 4-star rating?
First and only one I've had, I think. No, I might have had it once since.
Can't be that good then.
Rewatching the video makes me want it again. It would be a good side snack to a main meal of a breakfast. But yeah, I stand by it. It was when I was watching the video back, actually, I thought the cheese content was great. There's a hell of a lot of cheese in there, which is no bad thing.
Yeah, I sort of echo Stuart on the product. Like, I'm actually quite surprised how high it got in terms of rating. It's not a horrible product by any means, but it is ultimately just a very sort of bland flatbread with a couple of cheese squares in it, not even proper cheese, and very thin bits of bacon. There's absolutely nothing wrong with those 3 combinations of foods, but to sort of go 4 stars is a bit heavy, but fair enough. Interesting to get this take of where does he stand now? Does he stand by these? I think we should do this more often. I think we should press him more often on his ratings and see if he's changed over the years. Maybe that's a future show idea. And just on your point there about you knowing this was going to be big, yeah, this surprised me. This is actually 5th biggest. I'd be interested to see what 6 to 10 was. Like, I feel like there must have been other bigger products, more interesting products than this. Because I know what you're saying, McDonald's don't release breakfast foods that often and blah, 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 blah. But I don't know, even like the Zinger Double Down, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Double Down. Yeah, even something like that I would have thought would have taken the top 5 more than this. This is just a very Like, who needs to know what fucking cheese bacon in a flatbread tastes like? Surely you know what that's going to be like. I'm sure Stuart, in all of his McDonald's naivety, could probably imagine perfectly what this tastes like.
Yeah.
So weird that it got so many views. Yeah, also loved the outro. Who did that drawing? MJ. Was that a fan or was that you? Or
let me double check, because I must have turned off before the very end.
Brilliant. Oh, I was the first one to check all these videos. Did it before 5. Yeah, probably because you didn't watch them, mate. Fucking hell.
Yeah, well, obviously I was trying to fucking avoid saying that, wasn't I? Yeah, literally I watched, it's just come up, I watched it until like 10 seconds before the end or something. Hang on.
Oh, fair. While you're doing that, just an update on the Winter Saga from IKEA. Not very nice.
Oh, shit.
It doesn't taste like beer. I couldn't tell you what it does taste like though. It's very weird.
Super malt?
Yeah, I was literally going to say it's super malty but a bit more fruity. Yeah, some sort of like, have a look at the ingredients. It wouldn't surprise me if there's like a lingonberry or something thrown in there just for a bit of shits and giggles.
I literally watched the super malt video yesterday.
I'm sure you did.
Always good to take a trip down memory lane.
Heil Hitler.
Ooh, don't know what. Don't know why. Don't know why you're saying that.
I think you know exactly why I'm saying that, Michael. You gonna? You can fast forward to the end of the video.
Oh yeah, I think I'm at it. Oh yeah, that was me. Yeah, that was me.
You drew yourself. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was odd that someone would...
I remember that. Yeah, I drew. It was because at that moment when I was editing it, I snapshotted on that bit, and I just thought I looked absolutely insane, and I should do a drawing of how I looked then. Yeah, I like that video end. Actually, I should bring it back.
I think
it's definitely out of rotation.
Do more videos of yourself. Not videos, pictures. Okay. Comments. The pretty standard in there. Nothing too interesting. Although for some reason this did tickle me. The Brentmeister General commented silliness. I don't know why. Just that one word. I thought it was lovely. It was just silliness because it sums up Michael Jameson in just one fucking word.
Yeah, compliment.
Yeah. But other than that, I don't think there was anything too interesting in the comment section.
No, a lot of people saying that they thought it was nowhere near a 4-star product, but fairly straightforward comment section, really.
Yeah.
There are some great comments coming up, but
Nate here. If you're like me and have a dangerous amount of disposable income that you can't be trusted with, why not head on over to patreon.com and give some of it to your favourite food review channel and podcast provider. And while you're there, why not give us some money? Way! Nah, but seriously, patreon.com/Food Review UK. Help us get Gossy some new glasses or something. He looks ridiculous.
Talking of coming up, let's move on to number 4.
Correct.
Number 4 is the birthday cake flavoured Ben & Jerry's ice cream with 10,297 views. Number 101 overall on the FRUK videos, not YouTube, we've discovered. This was released on the 11th of March 2018.
Correct.
Michael, have you got any interesting anecdotes about this video how it links into your work?
Surprised that it's in the top 5. Very disappointing product. One of my more disappointing products. And that, honestly, that fucking idiot who served me. That is one of the strangest, most bizarre things I've ever witnessed with my eyes. And the anecdote that I tell in this episode is basically that the guy that is serving me walks over to the Ben & Jerry's freezer cupboard where the Ben & Jerry's is kept. He turns away from it to ask his colleagues if this flavour is in stock. Like, when he could just turn the other way and look for himself. And it is not... I'm not fluffing up how bad it sounded in the video. That was an accurate retelling of what happened. I have never seen anything like it, and that is the only thing I can remember from that day.
I think my favourite bit about watching the actual anecdote in the video, the way you tell it in the video, is you go, #anecdote. So you're probably wondering where I bought this from. You're thinking Sainsbury's, you're thinking Tesco's. But no, instead, actually, I bought it from... I was driving past Domino's and I thought I'd go in there and buy it. Knowing what you're like, I genuinely thought that was the anecdote. I thought you were going to end on the fact that your anecdote was that you bought it in Domino's rather than Tesco or Sainsbury's.
Solid anecdote.
It's better than some of the ones you've told on here. Stuart, what are your thoughts?
130 likes, 25 dislikes. Beard is longer. It still requires maintenance, but we've got a bit of a newcomer. There's a bit of chest hair on show. I enjoy that a little bit because we don't see it very often.
Doesn't come out.
I miss the chest hair.
Nice little surprise.
Good little tuft.
Yeah, little tough to chest hair there. It's the second video on the bounce with the #anecdote. Once again, not really an anecdote, although more of an anecdote, to be fair, this time. But it goes on, that anecdote goes on too long for what is very little payoff. Essentially, it's the story can be summed up in these 7 words, 8 words, 7 or 8 words, can't count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. #anecdote. I've just counted the words. Man looks on system instead of in freezer. That's how you can summarise that anecdote. The noises that Michael Jamieson makes in this video are horrible. I think that gets mentioned in the comments as well. He also invents a word during this video.
Yeah.
He invents the word. Do you know what the word I'm referring to, Michael?
I watched it.
It's referring to the frozen chunks of cake.
Remind me, I watched it like literally half an hour ago.
Densifies, which I think's a... The freezing densifies the cake. I've questioned his rating again. High 3. Surely it's better than that awful McDonald's thing that he's just eaten in the previous video that looked horrible. I mean, this is Ben and Jerry's that could be better. Just generally, it's going to be good anyway. Like at one point he says, it's hyped up vanilla vanilla Ben and Jerry's by itself is really nice. Stop pulling that stupid little face. You even say it in the video. You say that vanilla Ben and Jerry's is nice.
I know. No, but it's fine.
You describe the product favourably and then give it a high 3. And now
here's the problem.
Yeah, high 3 is good.
I think having been a regular viewer of the channel for so long, I think it's very clear that there's a certain group of flavourings or flavour combinations that Michael just adores, and birthday cake flavour is one. If he saw a turd that had a sign sticking out of it saying birthday cake flavour, he'd review it. And so I think what happens is...
Hang on. I'd be dubious of origin, but yes, I'd eventually review.
He gets it, and he has it built up in his mind that this is going to be a 5 or a 6-star product, and so when it's not a 5-star or 6-star, he then marks it down. So it's basically his expectations that have ruined this, not the actual product. I've had it.
Oh,
actually, whoa, what?
Just don't like that.
Fair enough. You weren't intended to. And I've had it. It probably is a low 4. It's not great. It's one of the worst Ben and Jerry's I've ever had because it is bland and boring, like a lot of birthday cake flavoured products.
Yeah, fair.
But MJ does love that flavour, and so I think that's what damaged it in his mind, is that he loves it so much. I mean, bearing in mind, he got me to try the birthday cake flavoured bloody, grenade killer bar. Talked about it being like one of the best fucking things of all time, and it was like, no, this is boring.
I love
anyway, I ruined your flow. Please continue, Stuart.
That was it. I finished.
Oh,
yeah.
I would add to that, coming back to your point about the length of time the anecdote took to tell. This video is 6 minutes and 41 seconds. Michael Jameson takes his first bite of the product at 3 minutes and 41 seconds.
A bit of dawdling on this one.
And to be fair, the anecdote was only about a minute, so I don't know what he was doing for the other 2:41.
It was a hyped up product. There was a lot to tackle before I could even try it. Yes.
Very subtle little reference in there, little unwrapped reference in there, Easter egg, if you will. He talks about this chest infection that he had earlier in the year.
Yeah.
The sniffles that kept him off of episode, whatever the number was, with Gossie. Street food. Bloody great story about the Domino's work. I loved it, but Stuart's version's much better, much more economical.
Yeah.
Drops ice cream at the end. Always love that. Always love a Michael Jameson clanger.
Yeah.
And they're very common. The only thing I've got...
The beep.
Yeah, the little beep at the end. Outro, I can't remember what the outro was, but I don't think it was anything particularly outstanding or interesting.
No.
Was it just a We Love Food Review UK or something like that, I think?
Probably something boring.
Comment. My favourite comment came from our good friend Aaron McIntyre. And it went as such. So we can only get this if it's our birthday. What sort of product is this? This is Food Review UK, not Food Review products only for use when it's your birthday. Joke. 1 time per year. Sort it out. Aaron earlier this year went on a little tirade of basically just taking the piss out of Food Review UK when it wasn't a review or UK based product or something similar. It was a shtick that I enjoyed.
Yeah, great.
But yeah, Michael, any other comments you'd like to make? Anything you'd like to defend? Is this still a 3-star product?
Yeah, definitely still a 3-star product. I would never buy it again. It's not good enough. And I would say that it
shouldn't
marks...
be 3-star then.
What? I wouldn't buy it again.
I would never buy it again. It's not good enough. 3 stars should be kind of its average. It's nice.
Yeah, it is nice. What? But why the fuck? Why the fuck would I buy it if there's a 5-star? If I've got literally 10 other 5-star ice creams available on the market, why would I ever buy this one?
Because you like vanilla.
I don't want a shit a life that I have to have. I think it sort of marks the downfall of Ben & Jerry's as well. They were going good for a good couple of years. We had things like cinnamon buns. They brought back the wedges, some new flavours of wedges as well. And then this year, we've had cop-out birthday cake, which wasn't fucking birthday cake, it was strawberry with a hint of vanilla. And most recently, fucking sugar and spice and all things nice. Again, load of bollocks. Caramel ice cream. Ooh, you hadn't done that before. With gingerbread pieces in. Load of shit. Ben & Jerry's, up your fucking game, please.
Oh, wow, he's coming hard at Ben and Jerry.
Well...
Speaking of coming hard, it's number 3. This is the Domino's The Cheeseburger Pizza Review. 12,669 views, number 68 overall. This is the newest video on the list. It was released on 23rd November, so that's quite impressive. So it got nearly 13,000 views in only the, month and a bit since it was released. This was a very quick turnaround video, I remember, because essentially we were, I'm not going to say paid to do it, but we were gifted the opportunity of doing it. Michael?
Yeah, certainly fucking would not say that we were paid to do it. Fuck me, should have been fucking paid to do it. The amount of promo I put into it. Fuck me, did about 5 Instagram posts across the week, about 3 in one day. An excellently presented video, and the PR company never even got back to me to say so much as a fucking cheers for doing it. Pisses me the fuck off. Very, very surprised with how well this did. Wasn't expecting a huge amount from us. I thought it'd be big, but nowhere near top 5, especially in a month. Came out a month ago. It's been on fire. I think it's a really nicely done video because they wanted me to review it, and it's a big brand. I'll always put extra effort in, so it's a nicely shot. Well, it's finely shot video, but it's got their promotional images that they've sent me as well, which is nice. And obviously, you two are going to fucking kill me about this, aren't you? You got the whole gherkin aspect, which is not a product that I enjoy. So, Yeah. Good review.
I have to say, right, first time of the podcast, I have to say fair play to Michael Jameson for ordering the pizza as it was intended. I seem to remember there was a bit of back and forth on the old FRUK WhatsApp about what he should do regarding the gherkin, and we were if he has been given this product to review. The general consensus was he needs to review it as it was intended by Domino's, which he did. I mean, he did. He builds the gherkin up massively before eating it, even to the point where he's like, I'm having the gherkin on the next bite, and then takes another kind of cop out bite because he's got to psych himself up more. But he does then say, I think I might have built the gherkin up a bit too much in my mind. And then he was kind of okay with it. I've never had this, but I mean, a gherkin on a pizza seems like a weird thing, and I like gherkins. I'll happily just chomp on a whole gherkin as a bit of a snack, and I can see how it would be pleasant to cut through some of the richness on a pizza. Anyway, back to the most important stuff. The beard's shorter again. It looks like he's had a lineup fairly recently. I would say this video, perhaps he's been to the barbers within the last even a few days. The beard lineup looks pretty sharp, but has grown out a little bit. Although I'm wondering whether some of my comments about his lineup are unfounded. I think that sometimes his beard's just not very good. So I was I needed to ask him this. So when you have your lineup at the barbers, Michael, do you have that full drop down Noel Edmonds lineup, or is your lineup higher and straighter like mine? It's just that this patch of hair here doesn't grow full.
I actually do it myself now. But, I basically, it's that this bit here doesn't grow much. So if I were to do it now, I would take that bit out.
Take it down to the Edmonds.
Yeah.
Right.
For the listeners who don't have the luxury of having pictures, what my two esteemed colleagues have done is pointed to an area on I'd say it's the middle cheek. Let's call it middle to lower cheek on both sides, where Michael's beard is particularly sparse. You can definitely see hair. It's just not anywhere near as dense as the neck beard area.
Yeah, I've got very much.
No.
What I think they call chin strap beard. I think.
I mean, I would call I would say you're firmly rocking the game of neck beard. That's very much a Magic the Gathering beard.
Correct.
He gives it a high 4. Looking at it and without ever having it, I think it's probably fair. I don't eat a lot of Domino's, but this looks good for Domino's to me. And he promotes the podcast at the end, which is nice, because he doesn't do it as often as he should. That's actually definitely my favourite part of the episode was the little not stinger, but the little advert for Unwrapped, which we all know is the #1 part of the FRUK brand nowadays. Correct.
Maybe not in terms of listens and views, but certainly in terms of quality. Also, being the most recent of these videos, this is the only video on the list which has what I would call forced cold opening. Plenty of videos over the last few years have had a cold opening, but usually there's something sort of just off the cuff. Something's happened. The review hasn't yet started. We'll throw it in just to catch the listeners off guard. However, over the last... how long you say you've been doing them, Michael? 6 months? 9 months?
Yeah, 4 months.
4 months? Really? That short? MJ has tried... All right. MJ's tried to do this whole "Hi guys, we're going to be reviewing this product" type thing before a lot of his videos. In that basically same tone of voice.
It's not a cold opening. It's a tepid opening. Henceforth, I shall refer to them as tepid openings.
Yeah, please do. The only other thing I noticed about the video, which I quite enjoyed, was almost referencing back back to that cold opening, that tepid opening, as we've now renamed it. MJ tries to open the pizza box and fails in spectacular fashion. And we get a little blooper at the end of the video, and I quite like that. I quite like, given how many times MJ drops things or stabs himself or bites himself or does something ridiculous in the video, I think I would actually like them edited out and done as a blooper reel, very much like Smokey and the Bandits.
Smokey and the Bandit.
That was my only other note. It was, as Stuart said at the start of this whole thing, a lot of these videos are very standard. There's not quite as much to mock of these as there were on some of the others, which is disappointing, especially when we've got Michael to listen to it on the show. In terms of comments, the one that stood out to me was Trickle Teeth, who commented, "Have you eaten the gherkin yet, you big fanny?" Two things I particularly like about this is, one, shouting at Michael for not eating a gherkin like it's the worst thing in the world, and also just the insult of being called a fanny. I mean, it's just funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just, schoolyard insults. Sometimes better than being called a cunt or something. It's nice as being called a funny. A funny?
Yeah.
No, he's very rarely called that. A fanny.
Yeah, it was a nice review. Great thumbnail. Whilst I do stand by the score, I think that's a valid score for anyone who looks at that pizza and go, yeah, I might give that a go. I'd say for me personally, I didn't get much further with it after I turned the camera off. Even after taking the gherkins off, that burger sauce itself was very, very sour, and it became a bit too much. Claire couldn't finish it either, also because it was very sour. So that is the one. The burger sauce was both its strength and its weakness.
Interesting. Didn't find it sour at all, but
you didn't. Sorry, you didn't find that pizza sour?
Nope. I mean, the bits with the gherkin on, yeah, because they're quite vinegary and stuff. But burger sauce, I wouldn't necessarily call sour. Certainly not to the point of revolting.
I didn't say it was revolting, mate.
You said it was revolting. You couldn't eat another bite. Basically,
I couldn't eat further.
You and your wife refused to eat free food because it was so sour.
What the living fuck is going on now? You get a grip, man.
Hi there. Would you like this free pizza? No, it's sour. That to me is revolting. You turned down free food.
Can I also say, sorry, can I also say, I would not call it a free pizza. They said, if a company says to me, oh yeah, we want a review, I'm basically, I am doing them a favour by doing a review, 100%, because it's marketing. They're not doing me a favour because I get a free product. Yeah, it's great, and I'm not saying that I don't like it, but the amount of time and effort that I put into that was fucking. Any creative person doing design work or editing work or anything like that, they should be charging £100 an hour, like minimum. You will find articles and videos about that online, about what creative people's time is worth. That was not a free pizza, so we can get that fucking. You can edit that bit out probably. That evil comment of yours.
I'll edit that. I'll edit that bit out when I'm doing my editing. How much you say you're going to pay me for the editing? 100 quid an hour?
Hoisted by his own retard.
Hoisined.
People with talent are worth it.
Hoisined.
Social media, what does it mean to ya? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, hey, like, follow, retweet, make our day. Social media, what does it mean to ya? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, hey, like, follow, retweet, make our day.
You can find Food Review UK on Twitter at Food Review UK, Facebook also at Food Review UK, and on Instagram at FRUK Unwrapped. Check it out.
Number 2.
Oh,
This is now I've got to get the official name for this because I don't really know what it's called. The McDonald's Fiery Buffalo Chicken Wrap. I think it's called the Big One or something. Are they called these wraps?
they're called the X one. So there's the spicy one, the crispy chicken bacon one. They're called the one.
Okay, so a McDonald's Fiery Buffalo Chicken One wrap.
Yeah, it's such a pain in the ass to call it that in the thumbnail. I actually don't like the names of these.
Correct.
They're collectively known as the big flavour wraps, though.
Ah, that's it. Big flavour. I knew there was a big in there somewhere. 14,091 views. Number 60 overall. 28th of June, 2018. AD, year of our Lord. Michael, what's your memory of this product?
Yeah, quite positive actually. Buffalo sauce is not something I've got a huge amount of experience with. Buffalo sauce traditionally, I believe, hot sauce and butter, so it should be quite creamy, sweet, smoky, salty, very rich sort of style, but also slightly muted hot sauce, packed with flavour. And so I haven't had a huge amount of experience with that. And I think a crispy chicken wrap generally, especially from a fast food joint, really hard to get wrong. And I thought the sauce was really, really nice. Had a really nice level of heat as well. And I'm sure you'll move on to the comments in a minute, so maybe I'll save my following comments for then. But there is a huge theme running through the comments. But yeah, generally a positive experience with this product.
Stuart, talk to me about his beard.
Yeah, it looks patchy, but more on the underneath. Which I've never noticed before. That he's showing me it now. Actually, it's not the best. It's almost got like a parting.
Yeah.
It's a shame. It's a shame that you require this beard to make you appear human, because it's not a good beard.
Isn't Claire the beard?
Yeah. I do. No, I'll have to stop mocking the beard, because it's not really your fault. You don't have much choice other than to grow a beard. And if anyone's not sure why I say that, go and look at the Foster's Radler video. He has to. He needs to grow the beard, and unfortunately for him, he can't grow a proper one.
It's not really his fault, but there is a hole in it. Hey!
Brilliant. Yeah, but that's it. Yeah, patchy beard. Quite early on in the video, he says, "Don't talk with your mouth full," and then that's all he does. Just like really talks with his mouth full a lot. I've just questioning the low 5. I really like buffalo sauce. Like Michael says about the comments, I read the comments prior to watching the video, and was very surprised at how well Michael took it. He did seem to wipe his brow once or twice, but I was expecting him to have a harder time with it. It's genuinely this. I was watching the video and I was thinking, this sounds nice. I'd like to try this product. I question the low 5 just because I'm questioning all these ratings, and I want to know about the sound of children playing.
I believe that would be the next door neighbour's children. That is the only real place where children play that is near enough to hear.
It sounds like full on like school playtime noise. I'm guessing this was 28th of June, so middle of the heat wave, wasn't it? So you'll be
summer madness,
windows open and all that business.
Has to be.
Very standard video, but a product that, for a McDonald's product particularly, I thought looked quite nice. Yeah.
We will come on to the comments in a second, because that was something I noticed. But my 2 notes here. Very sensual demonstration of the carton being opened. Claire is a very lucky girl.
Absolutely.
Good to see a large phallic-shaped item shoved into MJ's mouth. Rich is a very lucky boy. So it's good to see there's something for a bit of everyone there. I think this is the only video on the list which has the trademarked bit of crunch snippet in. Suspect that probably wasn't in the birthday cake, Ben and Jerry's. That's about it. I mean, coming to the comments, as MJ said, I don't know if you want to talk us through it, MJ, but there does seem to be a lot of people basically saying how fucking hot it was, and yet you bossed it. Bear in mind, you're not really a heat person.
Yeah, so I'm not the biggest fan of hot food. I think I must have built up some kind of stronger thing for it, because we look at what I've done. I have done some of the hottest chilies in the world. I've eaten them, and they're an absolute mission to eat. But I've had some hot foods recently, and they're really not too bad. Everyone going like, oh, I think I had a different sauce, or I think I had more sauce. Realistically, you're not going to have that much more sauce than what I got. It was an adequately sourced product. And regards to it being different, it's not going to be different. It's going to be the same fucking sauce. So don't give me that shit. I just bossed it basically because I'm a total fucking lad. I had those FRUK crisps the other day, both the cayenne and the ghost chili, and neither of them were horrendous. Yeah, they are hot though. They are hot. They're definitely hot. I'm not saying they're not hot. They are powerfully hot, but doable. So I'm very strongly considering doing the ramen noodle samyang challenge that Stuart did a few months ago.
Cool. Do it.
Interesting.
How does that compare to the Seabrook?
I think hotter. I mean, the Seabrooks were just... I don't think I expect crisps to be legitimately spicy, where you get any kind of sweat or a burn on. The samyang was very hot, but like I said in the samyang video, one of the worst things about eating super hot chilies and stuff is that after about 5 minutes and it's not dissipating, you get chili panic, and that's worse. That panic of thinking that it's not going to go away, you can't do anything about it. With the samyang noodles, they were very hot, and then the spice pretty much dissipated over the next 5 minutes, which was ideal for me. I'd eat them again.
Yeah, I might do it.
Having seen your reaction to the crisps, I think weirdly, I do think you need to be not mentally prepared, but I think if you're not expecting something to be hot and it just catches you off guard, and I think you maybe just, I don't know, you just it sounds silly, but you like there's just this one point where you swallow a bit of saliva and you're like, oh fuck me, that's actually a lot hotter than I expected a packet of crisps. Like, coming back to a review I've done, the VIP chili nuts, they're not that hot, but because I wasn't expecting them to be hot, it really took me off guard when they were just had a little bit more heat than I expected, and I think that's probably the same for you with the crisps. Whereas samyang, you probably went in knowing it was going to be hot, and so you were mentally prepared, and so it just you managed it better. Yeah. In terms of comments, away from the whole heat thing, there were two that I thought were, equally amusing on ridiculous scales. The first one was from Prepper Mac. Who said, "I'm a rich businessman. I would like to buy this channel logo and all content for £50,000. And equally as amusing and ridiculous was Mr. D's Shots, who said, "Quality content." But so did you ever hear from Prepper Mac?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Wouldn't.
That's a shame.
Wouldn't.
You wouldn't? What, hear from him, or wouldn't sell? Or
wouldn't sell, probably. Or maybe I would, and I'd just open a new channel called Food Review Worldwide. But it'd take a while to put it back up, wouldn't it?
What would you sell FRUK for? What's the going rate, the market value?
Fucking hell, hard question. I mean, would I sell it for enough to buy a house?
Yeah,
that'd be life changing.
Genuinely, 50 G's. Come on.
All right. Here's the deal. It's what do would you accept to sell the product and never do food reviews? You could carry on YouTubing.
Oh,
you could do any other sort of series of thing. You couldn't review or talk about food.
You can't talk about food.
Sorry.
What do you want for dinner? Charades.
That's really hard.
Right.
Definitely.
50 G's is life-changing money. Okay, it's not enough to just buy yourself a house outright, but it's enough to put down a big fat deposit on a house. It's enough to mean that perhaps you could, like for me, 50 G's would mean that I could take a step back in terms of work for the next 10 years and
Also,
not have a financial implication to that. You know, that's life-changing.
it's also £10 for each of your fake accounts that follow the channel.
True.
If you think about it.
No, hard question. It'd have to be a really good house outright, because I enjoy talking about food, and it's I'm a service at the end of the day, and I think the world would be worse off without my opinion.
So in Aylesbury, what would you say the value of a really nice house outright is?
350? 500, yeah.
Half a mil.
So you
400,000.
I don't know why you're not on track instead, mate. I don't know why you just don't sell a share to Peter Jones. Good.
Listeners, I was doing like licking like things. I was doing like licking noises and faces.
Good.
You're listening to FRUK Unwrapped, the Food Review UK podcast. Review it on iTunes, if you dare.
And finally, the moment you fast forwarded to number one, the most viewed video on Food Review UK in 2018 doesn't even feature Michael Jameson.
Fucking livid.
It does, however, feature David Emil Goss, who reviewed quite beautifully the McDonald's Grand Big Mac, Grand Mac, with 19,781 views. A good, 5,700 more than the number two. This is number 31 overall. And this was released on 9th of February, which is the birthday of my wife.
Hey.
Wow.
So, MJ, how does it feel to not even be the most popular man on your own channel?
Whoa. That's a loaded question. Factually inaccurate in many ways. No, I didn't have the most popular video. That I didn't star in the highest viewed video this year. Fine. The boy put in the legwork. He did the size comparison. It was well shot. He was, he wasn't quiet. It was in a public area, and he certainly wasn't particularly quiet, which is great. It could be a hard thing to get over, to film reviews in public. Boy put in the work. Boy put in solid work. One of his best solo reviews. I know there's not many of them, but it was a very important video. He knew that, and he delivered. It's a really good video. Nice amount of swearing as well. There's maybe one or two, which maybe a lot of the 20,000 people weren't expecting. Shows the personality of the channel very well. He comes across very well. Great video for a very important product. Certainly the biggest fast food release of the year. Had so much PR behind it, so I'm not surprised it was number one.
I just want to... Actually, I forgot to do this. I want to just have a look at what the Mac Junior got. I don't know if you know
Great
that off
question.
the top of your head. Because
got
obviously
it in front of me.
There were two... They only got 3,300 views. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what surprises me about the cheesy flatbread thing being fifth with like nearly 9,000 views. That's 3 times more popular than the Mac Junior. And I just would have thought that would be a way more... I know people are going to go, oh, well, it's just a Big Mac, but with half the meat. But still, you'd think people would want to know if that worked, bearing in mind, I know you're not necessarily a fan. It is the most iconic burger in the world. You can't get away from that fact. So that really surprised me that just didn't have anywhere near the legs that this did. Goes to show what gluttons the UK public are.
Yeah.
Stuart, beard watch.
Yeah, complete absence of beard. I've never seen Gossy with any real kind of facial hair. I'm trying.
Can't grow it.
Can he not at all? Like,
No, he struggles. I think he's starting to, now he works up in the smoke. I think he's starting to eat his greens and get a bit of hair on the old chinny chin, but he's still a way off.
It's a shame, really, because I think he'd suit a little ironic moustache. Like
How ironic!
Just a tash. I mean, I'm not talking toothbrush. I'm not suggesting he Jamesons it up and goes full Hitler, but I think like a Flanders. It'd look good. I've got some notes. Sound is awful. Glasses are awful. He looks tiny, full of my shit. He goes through this comparison of the boxes. He says, "I think there's a big size difference." Oh, really? Do you reckon so, Gossy? Like, he gets both boxes and he looks at them both quite closely to try and discern. Anyone can see that the Grand Mac is miles bigger. It's in a massive box compared to the normal Big Mac. Didn't really understand that bit. The camera work is terrible. I'm not sure who was doing the camera. Would it have been his lady friend?
I believe it would have been, but I might be wrong.
Right, well, she needs some inset. She needs some training there. Michael, if you can arrange that. She is moving to be closer to you, isn't she? So that shouldn't be too hard to sort out. But despite Hannah's appalling camera work, Gossy's presentation is generally good. There's a bit where he whops them out on the table.
Sorry?
He whops them out on the table. He puts a couple of napkins down, doesn't he? And he just gets them out, slaps them straight down on the table. And I thought, fair play, Gossy, content provider. It was good. It was genuinely. There's a reason why this video is better than anything that Michael's done this year, and it's because Gossy actually puts some effort in and does something good. Provides some food review service. That's what people want to see. The presentation of the burger laid out flat without the box in its way, and then he ruins it all. 4 stars he gives it with the tagline, "It does disappoint." Why are you giving it 4 stars then, you absolute moron? If you see, this is the problem. If you can't give ratings like a real man, you're never going to be able to go facial hair like a real man. So,
go on in.
I mean, I think there's some things you missed there. I think this might be the debut of the glasses.
Oh, they're so bad.
Yeah.
Why does he wear them?
Well, I say this is the debut. I don't know what came first, this or the Mac Junior, but certainly this series of videos, I think, might have been the debut of the glasses. Yeah. Good to know what his pre-firm tear-up food of choice is. Nice to know that he goes out there with a Big Mac in his belly to fight the Millwall fans. I did like the use of the size comparison. Like you said, that was a good little thing to see. I probably wouldn't have even thought of doing that. Probably would have just chowed down on the Grand Mac on its own. Although I did like you said about him, whopping them out on the table. I did like that he builds it up and he says, these are the risks I go through for FRUK, and then immediately shows that he doesn't go through any risks for FRUK by putting the napkins down. Very similar to Michael Jameson's gherkin comments earlier. But that's pretty much all I got for it. It is a very good video. I think it. I mean, I don't know how many videos were released in 2018, but certainly among the big products, this is probably one of the better ones. Certainly one of the more interesting products, or maybe not interesting products because it is ultimately just a bigger Mac, but it's something that people have been crying out for years because a Big Mac has been getting smaller for many, many years, which is something that people do comment on quite a lot in the comments section. I can't really go back to Michael Jameson on this one because I can't really say, do you stand by your score? Unless does Gossy still stand by his score, Michael?
It was a very limited time burger, so I can't imagine he would have got any more. So yeah, I think he stands by it.
Now, you didn't. The reason David Goss was doing this was solely because you're not a fan of the Big Mac, if I remember. You weren't away or anything, were you?
Yeah, I think that was the reason.
Didn't you throw it out to us to sort of say, look, if anyone likes these,
yeah,
because I don't really want to, and I'll probably shit all over it.
Yeah,
I'm edgy and controversial and dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, but no, I thought very good very good job. As for the comments, now I didn't make a note of them specifically because there were fucking too many that I just couldn't pick from. I don't know if any of you picked out any particular comments that you remember.
Lots of comments about Goss's glasses. There's a comment here with 46 likes, which is huge for a Food Review UK comments.
Great comment as well.
Give my gran her glasses back. Brilliant. Excellent. Lots of things. Pedo glasses, there's another one, yeah. I like this. What a cute little man. Oh. The best comment, though, is, let me find it, where it says...
That's the Chodes?
No. Gossy makes a point about saying they probably would have put more effort into it if they'd known who I bloody was. And then this commenter here said, don't rock up in a disguise then, mate. That's that kind of satirical, sharp, witty, biting comment that you only get from...
Toy Review UK?
Toy Review UK, yeah.
Theo just does not like Gossy.
Brilliant. Yeah, lots of... a comment about his tracksuit. At what age is it not acceptable for a grown man to knock around in a tracksuit? Like, genuinely, I think there is a point where, is it anything past your early 20s, if you're out and about in a tracksuit, you need to have a word.
What you want, mate?
Would you wear a tracksuit, Michael?
Probably not, but it's not my fashion style. I don't have a fashion style.
I wouldn't wear it, but I'd fight for the right for someone else to wear it.
There's one more comment I wanted to mention. This is from a lady called Angela Wallace.
Oh, I was coming to that. Go on, you may. If
you continue to swear on your videos, I'm contacting YouTube. This seems to happen on a regular basis with your vlogs. Is that serious?
I don't know. I need to go back and find where, because we had a similar comment on Facebook a few months ago. Somebody, I think MJ posted a picture on Instagram and shared it to Facebook. And
when he was drunk.
Yes, I'm going to have to go and find that.
I'll do find that it. I can vaguely remember it.
So
Richie's Stag Do. It was at Richie's Stag Do.
Okay, so that would have only been about a month ago, wouldn't it? Also, other ones we've got here is just people calling him out. Really, you only just bought the feckers. What about the price? Quite big. That's accurate. It's not all about size. You should know that. That's a bit much coming. There's a comment here from Food Review UK style. Ding dong. Right, let me just skip through because there was another one I wanted to find, but I couldn't. Oh yeah, Angela Wallace. What a great little thing that was.
For anyone who doesn't get the reference I just did, Food Review UK style is now like bulking up and does like videos of him slapping his own belly.
Oh, this was the other one from the glasses one that tickled me. I only got one like, and I don't know why. Why are you wearing the glasses of a 1980s IRA commander? I don't know why. I don't know why that tickled me so much because I don't really understand the reference hugely. But just
no, it's so specific that it's funny.
Exactly, like can't say I know that style, but fun nonetheless.
Does Gossy have poor eyesight, or are they like clear frames?
They are. No, he has got bad eyesight. Yeah.
All right. I just don't understand why you would wear those glasses.
Fashion, mate, isn't it?
It's awful.
Not even the worst thing I've seen him wear.
Oh dear.
He's I used to fight with him and his fashion sense quite a lot. I'm far too old to understand the shit that he wears, but fair play to him. To be fair, they have grown on me. The first time I saw them, I thought, Jesus, he's definitely going for a look there. But the more I saw him, and now he doesn't wear them. I don't know if I can remember the last time I saw him. Right, I'm just going to try and see if I can find this comment.
He definitely does wear them. He was wearing them when you saw him 4 days ago.
Was he?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, 100%.
Nah.
I mean, I've got a photo. I've got photo evidence.
Nah. Was he?
Yeah. 100%.
When was Richard Stag do? Mudge? Beginning of November, wasn't it?
Yeah, October, November.
Oh god. I've got to find this comment because it was fucking delightful. So I do apologise. You're going to cut this up.
Video evidence.
Oh yeah, there's a picture of Gossy wearing his science safety goggles.
Nate's saying he can't remember the last time he saw that.
Yeah.
So I had loads of people at my house. It was my daughter's birthday. You want me to pick up on details of other people?
Well, you claim to have not seen him wear them, so you did pick up on a detail.
I claimed I don't remember the last time I saw them. Doesn't mean I was wrong. I can't go back that far. This is annoying. No, can't go. For some reason, it won't go any further than the 23rd of November.
Never mind.
That is a shame, because that was a bloody great comment. Yeah, so there you go. There's our 5 to 1. So just a quick reminder for everyone who doesn't want to rewind and listen. Number 5 was the McDonald's cheesy bacon flatbread. Number 4, Ben and Jerry's birthday cake ice cream. Domino's, the cheeseburger pizza was in at number 3. Number 2, McDonald's, the fiery buffalo chicken one wrap. Such a stupid name.
Yeah.
And number 1 was the McDonald's Grand Big Mac with David Goss. That's 3 McDonald's.
Yeah.
Out of
no KFC,
5.
which are traditionally the most popular videos.
Are they really?
Yeah, usually. They just didn't fucking bring it this year. Well, they had the new fries, but that's not really them bring. Oh, Zinger Double Down. It's just a rehash of the Double Down, albeit very good. Yeah, they let me down a little bit this year after a really strong 2017.
They let you down in terms of views or in terms of the products?
Oh, products.
Oh, right, okay. Interesting. Lovely,
Which
lovely.
translates into views.
Well, it doesn't really, because Ben & Jerry's was the most disappointing product on that list, and it came in, 4th for the year.
Well, it's still a new product, isn't it?
But the new fries are still a new product.
So, sorry, I mean disappointing in terms of the number of products they released.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
New products.
Crossed wires, dear chap.
Yeah, right.
I found it. I found it.
Good man.
Oh, wow.
Here we go. Right. That's why I've been quiet for the last couple of minutes. So this was mini baby Guinnesses. So he's put OMFG. I do not know WTF this is, but it was delicious. 1000% better than Bailey's, but Defon has Bailey's in. Wow, 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 wow. Hashtag drunk, hashtag shot, hashtag Bailey's, hashtag food, all of the hashtags. And then we go down to the comments and we have a lady called Christine. Christine has said, is there any need for that language? Then someone has said, some people have just basic vocabulary, so this vulgar language is in it. Shock. I want to know why Christine and Deb are following the Food Review UK Facebook, but are then shocked by a bit of poor language.
Yeah.
I mean,
no. Did you shorten the OMFG and WTF? Or...
No, the only actual swear that was in there was when he described it as being effing delicious. The OMFG and the WTF. The one that I bleeped out was an actual swear. Because, as you know, I will bleep it out.
Yeah, you don't swear, so yeah.
What will you bleep out?
Nathan Peterson is a That's what I'll beep out.
Wow.
Good, because I don't want people hearing that. So that's fine.
And then Nathan Peterson has said, we are terribly sorry for any offence. Unfortunately, our founder was away on a stag do for one of his best mates and was therefore somewhat inebriated when he typed this. It's inexcusable, I know, and usually he holds himself to a much higher standard than this. I'll make sure he's aware that his appalling spelling has upset our followers.
No response to that, unfortunately. So
no.
I very much was disappointed that I didn't get anything off the back of that, because that's probably one of the best things I've ever written.
Yeah,
great retort.
One of the smartest things I've ever written. And I've written stuff. I don't know. I think that's it then, boys. Thank you very much for joining me. This was a lovely little walk down 2018's memory lane.
Correct.
If Gossy was on this, we'd be a third of the way through the video.
Oh, can you imagine? Yeah. It is weird that we're doing a rundown of 2018 on the 24th of January.
But also the 28th of December.
Also,
that's what's weird.
Yeah.
Because we've got 3 days left of this year. Have you got any videos going up in the next 3 days?
Yeah, we've got some great content coming up.
Any chance that something could slip into the top 5 in this whole entire endeavour?
Oh, let's have a look. I don't think that's likely. Let's just check.
Not if the Christmas uploads or anything to go by.
Oh, fucking hell. Scathing. It wasn't actually that low of a Christmas day, considering. Chocolate caramelised cashew nuts from M&S tomorrow. So absolutely no chance whatsoever. More likely that no one will watch it.
How do M&S products rate on the views?
Quite low.
Yeah.
Yeah, bottom quarter.
Wow. I mean, so what we're saying is people like to watch videos about trash food, but give them the option of watching something and going, here, why don't you try this amazing product, probably, that might cost a little bit more. And they're like, nah, you're all right.
Yeah.
You're all right. I'd rather watch a video about cheese stuck between some fucking flatbread, because I can't imagine what that is.
I'll slate our viewers more in a minute. McDonald's McChicken sandwich tomorrow. That'll be interesting to see what that does, but I don't think it'll break top 5. The last Oreo of the year.
Any hints? Oh, you can tell us because this will be out by now.
Yeah, Slush Puppy Oreo.
Is that just you, or did you do that with Rich? Or
just me on that one.
I was going to say, what was your view on the McChicken sandwich then as well?
Very disappointing.
Really interesting.
I thought I was going to really, really like it, and it'd be a really classic product, but I think it's quite average.
It was back in the day a big thing, as far as McDonald's go. I don't know if the quality's dropped off. It's certainly smaller than it used to be. It used to be probably close to a Legends size, maybe a bit smaller. It used to be big.
Wow.
It used to be basically their chicken Big Mac essentially.
Yeah. Damn. Got Umbaka Bar with lyrics this time.
Good. Flogging a dead horse. Carry on.
Really are,
Kinder Bueno Cone. No, I'm going to slag off our viewers just to round out this episode. A few things. First of all, uploaded like an Aldi shopping vlog. Didn't get as many views as normal, because that was annoying.
1.2K.
And then I uploaded...
1.2 thousand views.
It should be getting more than that in a day, not a month. Or
How many days?
6 days.
Well, whatever. But no, this one where I flicked through the catalogue a few days ago. You cannot fucking win. You cannot fucking win. I've got about 25% of the people doing sarcastic comments like, "Oh, this is fucking good." 25% of the comments, yeah, correct. 25% of the comments go, "Oh, this is shit. You've run out of ideas." And then 50% of people saying, "Oh, this is great. Do it again." But because of all the sarcastic ones, I don't know what's real and what's not.
I mean, let me just put it this way. If you really think that the height of Food Review UK is going to be you flicking through a fucking magazine, pointing at adverts, come on, mate. I love you.
Try something.
Do you know what? Oh, no, I don't want to say this because it sounds like I'm really attacking you, but I feel like
I know it's a shit video. I'm just fucking trying it.
I feel like you've really phoned in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Mate, I just wanted to use a different font and I ended up using a fucking Arial or some shit.
It's awful.
You know when you see a food review who's got 10 videos and they've literally just found out how to edit their thumbnail? That's what that's what it looks like.
Mate, that was like Christmas. I was knackered. I'd been at work and it was like Christmas Eve or something like that. And I just wanted to get off. I needed to wrap Claire's presents. Really busy. I just needed to fucking bust out. I didn't want to use the same font as always. I just had to get something out.
You know, there's the option of not putting something out.
I owe my viewers more than that.
You owed them the adverts in the magazine.
Yeah, fair.
Nah, I do like that you tried something different. It just tickled me. I thought, what is he done?
Half the people liked it. That's what I can't. At least because if I do it again now, if I don't do it, I'm disappointing half the people. If I do, I'm just leaving myself open to more. Why are you looking at the fucking Tesco frozen food leaflet?
It is difficult to know because you got so many dislikes, 29 to 20, sorry, it's 29 likes and 20 dislikes. Given that there are the occasional videos that just get instantly disliked, like mass dislikes, it is hard to know whether those 20 dislikes are genuine or not.
Oh, it's impossible. I don't look at them anymore. It's impossible. Pointless.
Brilliant. No, but I did enjoy that.
Right, lost my wedding ring. Brilliant. Good.
Have you found it back?
Found
Good,
it.
man. Boys, thank you very much for joining me in all of 2018.
Wow.
Even though we are now in 2019 when people listen to this. It's been a tremendous year, as we talked about on the Christmas Cracker episode. And hopefully 2019 will be an even more tremendouser year. I've quite enjoyed this little video. I think this little podcast. I think maybe make this a tradition. Do another one next year of the 2019 videos.
Good idea.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Nice, easy, quick, off the cuff bullshit.
Yeah.
And who knows? Who knows what will be? Maybe the Mr. Chode episode of FRUK Unwrapped will be in the top 5. Maybe this will be in the top 5. What do we do then? What do we do when there's like a podcast that finishes in the top 5?
Celebrate. I mean, it's never going to happen, is it? 'Cause there's only one type of video that underperforms the podcast on Food Review UK, and that's Top of the Hops.
No. Almost a lie, if anything. Desperados got a lot of views.
Desperados has got a lot of views. But other than that, if you go on the lowest... If you go on Food Review UK videos and you sort by popularity, you'll find right down at the bottom an awful lot of Top of the Hops and an awful lot of podcast.
Do you... without getting
hang on, how do you find that? Because it's not the easiest thing to...
You go on videos...
Most
and then
viewed and then just click most viewed again to opposite it.
Oh no, at the moment I'm just scrolling down. Why has it stopped?
It's literally
6.1 thousand views.
Maybe yours is just a lot. Your internet must allow you to do things that mine can only fucking dream of.
Most popular. Oh yeah, I can't do it the other way around.
No,
it
won't let you do it the other way around.
On my phone, it will take me forever, but I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, this is hardly thrilling, is it?
I mean, it's no worse than what we've done the rest of the night.
Yeah, it's stopping at the Rustler's Classic Chicken Burger review. That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
How on earth? 1, 2. You fucked it. Oh, where are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How on earth is number 7 the premium aloe vera drink?
Oh.
Yeah, weird, isn't it?
Like even based on the fact that is premium aloe vera the infamous one?
That is the
Taj, isn't
infamous. That is the infamous one.
Right. So even based on the fact that people have gone, oh, that's funny. I want to watch what happened with that video. There's no way that should be on 45,000 views. There's no way that should only be 2,000 off Five Guys UK review OMG.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the. I mean, this is an old video. I've got no links in the description. The description of the video is I review this aloe vera drink from Taj Foods. Although that might be me being funny because of the whole saga. Weird.
I wonder if it's available in America, because I know that's what happened with the Ritz Crisp and Thin Sea Salt and Vinegar. They got released over there and a load of Americans jumped on the bandwagon.
It's definitely a worldwide product, I think.
Weird. That's a weird one.
I should even be able to find the demographics, actually. Here we go.
Now this is thrilling.
Oh. No. Definitely not.
No?
That's mental. Okay, that's mental. In the last month, it's had 959 views.
All right.
Okay. 100% of which are from America.
Yeah, so it's just must have had a big push over there, or literally dropped onto the American market somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just been released in Walmart or something.
92% America for Lifetime.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's weird. I'm surprised that must have been had a recent push though. I'm sure I would have noticed that before now.
Yeah, peaked in some months ago, about a year ago. From the looks of it.
Weird. Well, I mean,
has gained 48 subscribers from it.
Cool. Awesome. And if you've enjoyed that little snippet of behind the scenes fruckery, please stay tuned for 2 weeks' time when we will return with. I genuinely don't know who our next guest will be after this is dropped.
No one knows.
No one knows. Literally, it's going to be a mystery. Maybe it'll just be us three again.
Oh, I hope not.
Maybe it'll just be me and you, Stuart.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Nice little dad's shed episode. I don't know. I was just trying to relate to you on a father level. I couldn't think beyond sheds. Shed heaven. I don't know. Thank you, boys, for joining me. Please say good night.
Good night.
Good night.